You know exactly what you should do. But day after day, you don't do it. And that slowly destroys your self-respect. You scroll, you watch, you plan, but nothing changes. And you start thinking, maybe there's something wrong with you, you are not lazy. Here's the first trap: understanding does not equal action. Watching motivational videos, reading books, making plans, it feels like progress. But it is only mental comfort. Your brain says, look, I know what to do. I am making progress. And inside, you are not lazy. You are afraid. Afraid of failure. Afraid of being mediocre. Afraid of starting and seeing no results. Your mind sabotages action to protect you from discomfort. Comfort is safe. Action is scary. That is why your brain tricks you in. Here is the silent killer: instant dopamine. Your phone, social media, short videos, they give you quick hits of pleasure. Real life requires patience. Real action has delayed rewards. And your brain prefers fast dopamine over long-term progress. That is why the gap between knowing and doing feels impossible. Another hidden trap is perfectionism. You think, I must do it perfectly, or it's not worth doing. Your actions are frozen by expectations. Small steps are ignored. Big steps are terrifying. So you do nothing. And after months, you blame yourself for being lazy. But it was fear all along. Here's the solution no one tells you: start small. Not big. Not perfect. Just one tiny action. 10 minutes a day. One sentence. One exercise. One step. Action builds momentum. Motivation follows action. Your brain learns slowly: action is safe. Action feels good. Self-discipline is not forcing yourself. It's stopping the escape. Stop scrolling. Stop waiting for tomorrow. Stop looking for motivation. Start. Even if it's tiny. Even if it's ugly. Even if no one sees. Because the real growth happens inside, not not in your notifications. Remember, you are not lazy. You are human. You are not failing. You are learning how to act in a world of distractions. Your mind will resist. That is normal. Your task is simple: one action, today, right now. That is how you become unstoppable. Many people think they are lazy, but the truth is the brain protects them from fear. For example, a young man wanted to learn English. He bought books, downloaded apps, watched lessons. Every day he planned to start, but every day he opened TikTok instead. In the evening he felt guilty. This is not laziness. This is the brain choosing comfort over action. A young woman wanted to write articles but kept postponing because she thought, my texts are not good enough. No one will appreciate them. She made lists, planned, but did not write. Every morning she opened her laptop and went back to social media. There are a few simple methods. Do 5 minutes, start any task for just 5 minutes. If after 5 minutes you want to stop, you can, but usually you continue. Minimal task, do the smallest version of the action. Progress tracker, track every.
Think of the brain as a guard dog. It always protects you from danger. Dopamine traps are like a soft pillow. The brain likes to sit on it because it is safe. Real life is like running through a dark forest. Scary, but each step makes you stronger. Accepting this makes taking small actions easier. Success is not an instant event. It is a series of small victories. Every day, every minute you take action rather than just think, brings you closer to your goal. The brain will resist. It will say, stop. You are tired. You can rest. But you teach it, action is safe. Action is right. Then the habit of growth forms naturally. Right now, do something small immediately after watching this video. Write one sentence, do one action, record one idea. This will not change your life instantly, but the brain will remember, action is safe. The next video will start with a small result, and step by step, self-discipline grows stronger. You know what it feels like when you want to change, when you know exactly what steps to take, yet somehow you do nothing. You wake up with plans, with ideas, with dreams, but by the evening, you find yourself scrolling endlessly, watching content, checking notifications, doing everything except what truly matters. And then the guilt sets in, the frustration, the sense that maybe there is something wrong with you. But let me tell you, there is nothing wrong with you. Your mind is simply trying to protect you from discomfort. Every hesitation, every delay, every postponed action is not a sign of laziness. It is fear disguised as inactivity. It is your brain choosing short-term comfort over long-term growth. Think of it like this. Your brain is a guard, a protector, programmed over millions of years to avoid danger. Action is risky. Action is uncertain. Action exposes you to failure, to judgment, to the unknown. And yet, growth, fulfillment, mastery, all of that lives in the uncomfortable space. The space where you start before you are ready, before you feel confident, before it seems perfect. And that is why the biggest obstacle is never your external environment, never the world, but your own internal resistance. It is subtle, it is silent, it is powerful. Let's talk about dopamine. Every day, your brain craves the quick hits, short videos, notifications, instant gratification. You get a burst of pleasure for a second, a flicker of excitement, and your brain thinks, this is safe, this is enjoyable, this is what I should do. Meanwhile, real life, real progress, real growth demands patience. It demands effort. It demands endurance. And patience is boring to the brain. Effort is risky. That is why the gap between knowing and doing feels impossible. Because your brain is wired to choose comfort, even when it costs you everything you truly want. But here's the hard truth. Growth doesn't wait for you to feel ready. Success doesn't knock on the door when you have energy or motivation. Life rewards those who act, even imperfectly, even hesitantly, even when they are afraid. That is why the smallest actions matter. Writing a single sentence, making one small decision, taking a step forward, no matter how tiny. Each of these moves creates momentum. Your brain starts learning, action is safe. Action feels good. And slowly, that resistance fades. Slowly, your comfort zone expands. Slowly, the person you want to become begins to emerge. Now let me tell you about people like you, people trapped in this cycle. There was a young man who wanted to learn English. He downloaded apps, bought books, watched tutorials online. Every day he told himself, today I start. And every day he opened TikTok instead. He felt guilty, frustrated, hopeless. This was not laziness. This was fear. His brain was protecting him from the discomfort of failure and uncertainty. Then there was a woman who wanted to write articles. She drafted lists, wrote outlines, planned her content meticulously. And yet, she never wrote a word because she feared imperfection, criticism, and the unknown. Their stories are not unique. They are universal. They are human. What changes everything is awareness combined with action. Awareness alone is not enough. Understanding alone will not break the cycle. But when awareness meets a small step, when you take just one action, the whole system starts to shift. You start proving to yourself that the world is not as scary as your mind tells you. That failure is not fatal. That imperfection is not deadly. That starting, even badly, is better than waiting for the perfect moment, which will never come. Imagine yourself as a runner in a dark forest. Every step is uncertain. Every shadow feels threatening. You want to stop. You want to go back. But with each small step, the darkness becomes smaller. The path becomes clearer. You grow stronger. Your confidence builds silently, invisibly.